Good morning and welcome. Welcome to Fight CPS with your host, Bob Pace, and to hang on to your children. This is a daily podcast done twice a day. During the weekdays, it's at 10 a.m., Monday through Friday, and on the weekends, it's 8 a.m. And every night of the week, 7 days a week, it's 7 p.m. I'm live not only in the United States, but around the world. I've talked to people from 23 countries, including the USA. They've been, mostly people that have had hard times with CPS, meaning their children weren't in danger and they took the children. They didn't know about not talking to social workers or the police. They let their children go and give up their children. There's so many mistakes, and I too was a victim because I am too involved with CPS. I've been fighting them for 15 years. They stole my children, trafficked my children into foster care in 2015. And for 2 years, I fought them with my attorney, Vincent W. Davis. I started off with a court-appointed attorney that didn't work out because they just don't fight. They're not trained, they're not educated, and they certainly don't. They work for CPS. They don't work for you. And that's the sad part. I lost one child because of them. I lost my forever home because of them. I can't get a job because of them. I'm struggling right now. In 2010, I lost my job through no fault of my own, and I was able to hang on to my forever home for 7 years. I had to eventually sell it because I needed the money to hire my attorney, Vincent W. Davis, who is an expert in juvenile law, family law, and dependency law. He's a pit bull of attorney. He's been fighting CPS for 39 years and gotten the children back, thousands of children. He's a trial attorney, and not only that, he can do lawsuits, civil lawsuits against them for violation of your Constitution and civil rights, your constitutional rights and your civil rights. See, my social worker committed perjury while under oath. She lied, and we caught her in court. And she retaliated by doing revenge. She convinced her 12-year-old daughter to emancipate from the parents. That means divorce her mom, her dad, her siblings, brothers and sisters, her grandparents, and her aunts and uncles and cousins, all of them. Not only that, they convinced her to change her beautiful name. And then also to seal her birth certificate and have a new birth certificate created so that she can be adopted by a new foster care family that supposedly could give them something that mom and dad couldn't give them. It's a hard thing to be caught up with CPS. I know that most of you come in here, and I'm glad to see Letitia Watkins. We can't hear you. Okay, thank you for telling me that. Let me see. Make sure the volume is turned up here. Hold on a second. Oh, the volume was turned down. I'm sorry. Is that better now? Is that better? I share this computer with my son, so can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better? Letitia Watkins, do you hear me now? Do you hear my voice? Hello? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Yeah, I can hear, and my voice is transmitting. I see my microphone go up high, so it must be working. Um, hello, Letitia Watkins. Can you hear me now? Yes, I can take cases in Ohio. Do you hear me, Robert? Trailer, do you hear me, Robert? Good. You hear me now. All right. I have no idea. My old computer is dying out. I've been using my son's computer, and he messes around with things because it's his computer. And I thought I did my test shot, but I thought it was working. But you don't need the contact to show off this. You tell me you can hear me now. Um, you can hear me just fine, Robert. Good, good, good. Sure can, Letitia Watkins. What part of the world are you from? What part of the world are you from? Go ahead, Letitia. To ask me a question, all I have to do is be about CPS. Please state your first name, your city or your county, your state, and if you're outside of the country, put your country. And also tell me about your case a little bit so there. So go ahead, Letitia. And Robert, if you have a question, Robert is from Ohio. Yes, okay, you're from Iowa. All right. I welcome you back, Letitia. I welcome you back. How is your case going, Letitia? What's the latest? Do you have an attorney or? And hello there, Nevis France. You need help? I'd love to help you. I love to help you. What part of the world are you from? So the judge was biased. Did you appeal, Letitia? Did you appeal your parental rights? All right, I understand you're trying to raise the money. What part of the world are you from, Nevis Franco? Hello, David. Yeah, I know where you're from. You're from Santa Clarita. No, not Santa Clarita. San Marino, up in Santa Barbara County in California. Good to have you. You complained to the Iowa Judicial Committee, but they claim I lack evidence when the proof is in the transcripts and the video recording via Zoom. Well, it sounds like you may have to go to the Supreme Court at the federal level. You may have to go to it at the federal level. Now, besides texting a message, you can also be a guest on my live stream. You can be a guest on my live stream. Just pick one of my 14 shows and send an email to Grace, my show producer, and she'll line you up to be on my live stream, and she'll give you a link. It's to StreamYard, and it uses StreamYard, the software application, to broadcast on YouTube. I complained to that judicial committee, but they claim I lacked evidence. I know that. Supreme Court didn't agree to look at my case. Are you talking about the Supreme Court at the in Washington, D.C., the Supreme Court, or are you talking about the state Supreme Court? Okay, Nevis Franco's from Bakersfield, California. I know where that is, and you have a case there. Would you like to tell more about your case? So there's her email, grace@vincentwdavis.com, if you want to be a guest on my show. Now, another way to interact is my call in. I'm putting my phone number up. My phone number is 626-698-0990. Yeah, you went to the Iowa Supreme Court, but you may have to go higher up. You may have to go to the federal Supreme Court. Can do for you, David? Anything news coming up? Anything you can tell me? David has a case where his daughter's accusing David of improper behavior towards her, but she recanted. And anyway, CPS is making a mess out of things. And so he has all the facts there. Okay, we got a call coming in. Good morning and welcome. This is Bob Pace, and who do I have the pleasure of talking to? Mariah Cordova. Have you been on my show before or seen my show before? Okay, good. And what part of the world are you from? Tacoma, Washington. Okay, you're up north up there. Okay. Um, you got to be safe up in there, Tacoma, Washington. So, anyway, David, after my call with the persons on the phone right now, you can call in. Um, so, what about your case up there in Tacoma? Where did it start? Start from the, I guess, knocking on your door? But the hospital, did you have a baby and it tested positive? Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second here. Hello, who's this? Okay, I can only talk to one person at a time. Can you call me back? I can only talk to one person at a time. Can you call me back? Thank you. Okay, I'm back. I'm back to you. I'm sorry to put you on hold. Someone else wanted to talk too. So they said you're too young to have a baby. How old were you when you having your baby? You were what? How old were you when you had your first child? Why they say you're too young? How they know you have schizophrenia? They're not doctors.
Medication lately because I'm pregnant. So I'm pregnant and I didn't want it to be harmful to my child. And so then they basically, I think they called CPS or CPS showed up and told me that I wasn't going to be able to take my baby home.
Oh, that's wrong. That's totally wrong.
Yeah. And I didn't have any drugs in my system.
Okay. Is the father involved?
The father's incarcerated.
Oh boy. Um, was that happening before the baby was born or after the baby was born or what happened there?
He's just always been incarcerated.
So you're hanging out with him.
And I have my children by myself.
Oh, I mean you got pregnant and then he went to prison.
Yeah.
And what did he go to prison for?
Um, he went to prison for previous charges. I don't really know too many of the facts about that.
Well, how did you guys meet? I mean, were you husband and wife or girlfriend, boyfriend, or how do you guys meet?
He, he was my boyfriend.
Oh, he's your boyfriend. Okay. And
Yeah.
when you got pregnant, did you want to help take care of the child or what? Okay. But then he got incarcerated and he's doing something illegal, I guess, right? Did he ever try to hurt you? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. So the social worker has taken the child. Now, where's the child at right now?
This is his children with a relative.
Okay, you have a second child. Was that with the same man that's incarcerated or was that a different man?
And,
The same man. Well,
yeah.
if he went to jail, how did you have the second baby? Did you go and visit him at jail? Do they allow visitations by people? Oh, geez, that's not very good life for a child. Do you have any family that's going to help you? Okay. So they want you to handle this all by yourself. So where are the kids? Are they in foster care? I see. And do they want to terminate your rights? Yeah, but they should keep the children together. That's wrong. Now, how do you support them? Do you have a job?
Everything.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you still get to visit them? Okay. All right. So, what stage is your case in right now?
It's a distance because
Well, when was your last hearing? What happened at the last hearing?
just that
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, are you using a court-appointed attorney, or did you hire an attorney yourself? Oh boy. Now, Dorothy Cook says she can't hear me. Can you hear me, Dorothy Cook? I think what the problem is that when I go to research and I leave the room to go to another tab, it cuts out my voice. I think that's what the problem is. Do you hear me now, Dorothy Cook? Oh, you said you can hear me. Oh, okay. I thought you said you couldn't. Oh, thank you, Dorothy. I misread that. I'm so sorry. Um, so what can I help you with? I mean, what are your questions or your concerns?
um communication rights to my child. And another question that I had was if you have any advice for me. Um,
Well, the first advice I tell people is my rule number one: get an attorney, and that's very, very important because the court-appointed attorneys are not going to work for you. For a retainer, will they do it in payments? Oh, wow. Um, has your court-appointed attorney been any good or tried anything?
Um, she takes what the guardian ad litem says and what the CPS people says and fights with them every chance she gets.
Hmm. Um, See, without an attorney, you're going to have really some serious problems there because that court-appointed attorney is not going to fight for your case. It's not going to fight for your case.
Yeah.
Um, Hold on 1 second, okay? Oops, they hanged up. They hanged up. Okay. People are calling in and they don't realize. If any of you are trying to call in, I can only talk to one person at a time. If a lot of you like to be a guest on my show, I can take up 9 of you as my guest and you all can talk. And I want to welcome the newest person here, Cherish Pryor. Hi, guys. I had a huge issue with CPS here lying for my ex, and I almost lost my kids. I love to help sue them. Yes, you can sue them. You can leave them like that. Now, one thing they're going to look at is that do you have a place to live for your child? Does the child have its own room? Okay. And you have food. Is this a place you rent or where you staying? Okay. And you pay the rent there? Okay. Well, you have some type of job to pay the rent, right? Oh, really? Wow. So they help you with your rent. Do you have food stamps for food? That is nothing wrong. A lot of people out there, I want you to hear this well. Just because you're poor or right now you're low income doesn't mean you can't take care of a children. Does not mean you can't take care of a children. So it's really important that as long as you're taking care of the child, you feed them, and they have a room that they can sleep in and so forth, and you have a bathroom for bathing and so forth. Sounds like a really nice place that you have. Wow. Um, but you've had no luck finding an attorney and you're from Iowa, right? I'm sorry, that's right, Tacoma, Washington. Yeah, Tacoma, Washington, further up north. Well, you can use to keep using a court-appointed attorney and ride out the storm, but I think in the end they're not going to help you. What is your court-appointed attorney have? What have they done for you? I mean, what have they said to you? Right now, do you have a plan that tells you what classes to take? Have you started those classes? Okay, it's important you do those classes. Make copies of the certificates because you need to prove that you completed the class. Okay, that is important there. Now, what happens if you get a job? Who's going to watch the child? Oh, okay. Now he or she's over 18 years of age, right? Okay, good, good, good. Um, this is a hard one for you because you're trying to do this without an attorney. Now, one thing that's nice, I will give you a chance to talk to Mr. Davis. He's my attorney for free, and it's 15-minute private Zoom consultation with Mr. Vincent Davis, and he'll talk about all your legal matters.
Okay.
And he's, not a clock watcher, but um, hold on a second. Hold on one second. Hello, this is Bob Pace. Who am I talking to? Yeah, my problem is I can only talk to one person, and I'm talking right now to a person from Tacoma, Washington. Please call me back. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, again. Oh boy. Oh, I lost my caller. Oh boy. Okay, let me get our caller back. Okay. Oh boy.
Hello?
Yeah, I lost you. I had you on hold, and people are calling in, and I can only talk to one person at a time. Um, let me. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. For all you listeners out here, this is a young mother, 21. She has two children. She's in Tacoma, Washington, and they want to take her rights to her two children. And she wants to get her children back because she mentions that she was schizophrenic. Their CPS is blown out of proportion because I don't think, did your doctor ever say that you're dangerous schizophrenic?
No, no,
And did your doctor say you could not raise children being schizophrenic?
no.
Okay. What you need to do is you need a doctor's statement or the doctor to testify in court that there's nothing wrong with you, and they need to educate the court what a schizophrenic is. I'm not even pronouncing it right. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
It's called, I think, how you spell it? How do you spell schizophrenic? SKIZ. See, schizo. There it is. It's a mental disorder. And let me see, because I don't really know too much about it. It is a serious mental illness that causes hallucinations. Is that what you have? So they say it's a serious illness. So maybe there's some truth to that. But the doctor's the one that's going to tell you whether you can take care of children or not. Now, who diagnosed you to have this schizophrenia? Who diagnosed you to have that? Was it a doctor?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a mental disorder that is characteristic variously by hallucinations, hearing voices, delusion, disorganized thinking and behavior, flat or inappropriate effects. Symptoms develop gradually and typically begin during young adulthood and rarely resolve. There's no objective um, diagnostic test. Diagnosis is based on observed behavior, a psychiatric history that includes the person's reported experience, reports of others familiar with the person. For a diagnostic of schizophrenia, described symptoms need to have been present for at least 6 months. And this is what you need to understand, and they need to be educated, but you too can get there and help them out there. It says about half of those diagnosed with schizophrenia will have a significant improvement over the long term with no further relapses. And a small portion of these will recover completely. The other half will have a lifelong impairment. So, what half are you?
Um,
Okay. I mean, okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, social problems such as long term unemployment, poverty, homelessness, exploitation, and victimism are commonly correlated with schizophrenia. Compared to the general population, people with schizophrenia have a higher suicide rate, about 5% overall, and more physical health problems, leading an average to decrease in life expectancy from 20 years to 28 years. They think that you can't live longer than 28. That's really terrible. The mainstay of treatment is antipsychotic medication, including olanzapine and risperidone, along with counseling, job training, and social rehab. Up to one third of people do not respond to initial antipsychotics, in which case dopamine is offered. A network comparative meta-analysis of 15 antipsychotic drugs Now, I'm just reading this. It helps me to be further educated. But if you had your doctor, like if your public defender could have your doctor testify in court how bad your schizophrenia is and whether it be in danger you raising a child, that's the thing that's got to be talked about in court. If you don't stand up for your rights, you don't stand up for your court, they'll run right over you. They'll run right over you. Because CPS is not nice. It's not nice. So your doctor has to testify how bad you're schizophrenic. The social workers are not doctors. They cannot tell you whether or not your schizophrenia will affect the child or not. They can only theorize. But if you have a doctor who'll speak in your half, do you have such a doctor?
No, not right now.
Well, you need to have a doctor that's. Where's the doctor that was taking care of you, that diagnostic with it? Where's he at right now at the moment? You just stopped seeing him, or what was the issue? Who is CI? Who is CI? Oh, you stopped seeing him. But do you think he'd still talk to you if you look him up? Or is he moved on to better places then? Okay. Well, I really want to help you. It's gonna take some time. Now, you see my number up on the screen? What you're gonna do is you're gonna text me a message on that number. Your message is going to include three things. It's going to include your full name, your email, and your phone number. That's all you have to put on there, and then I'll take care of the rest. I get that message, I forward it on to Peter, who runs the video audio department, and okay, I'm looking at the clock now. It's 10:54. My show goes to 11 o'clock, and Dorothy has said some things to help me. She's from North Carolina. She's re-emphasizing it. Are you a part of a support group at all? Are you part of the support group? Yes, yes. Well, you should get involved in a support group because it really will help you. That's what Dorothy Cook from North Carolina was saying. Now, are there other family members that have schizophrenia in your other family members, or anyone else have it? Dorothy had another question. She says, "Are there others in your family that have it, or was it cause some form of trauma or traumas that happened to her?" I mean, how did you get schizophrenia? Was it just inherited from your parents? Okay. And how old were you found out when that you had these attacks of schizophrenia? All right. Okay. I was looking at my notes there and trying to see if something else I could come up with. Um, yeah, in the old days, you used to place people with schizophrenia in mental hospitals. So I'm glad that hasn't happened to you. I'm glad that hasn't happened to you.
Me too.
But you really need a doctor that can testify that what you have is schizophrenia, but you're at what stage. It's very important. If you're not at a stage where it could cause problems when you're trying to raise a child, that's why CPS is coming after you because they think you cannot raise the children having schizophrenia. But if a doctor testifies different, it'd be the same. So, were you always living in Tacoma, Washington, or are you from some other place?
No, I'm from Tacoma, Washington.
Well, can you look up that doctor that saw you?
Yeah.
I would look up the doctor that saw you and see if he could help you with a reevaluation and the update on your schizophrenia and whether it'd be in danger for you to raise a child.
Okay.
And if he says positive things, it's not in danger to raise a child. That will go good for you in the courtroom.
Okay. I appreciate your advice.
Well, I'm here and I want to help you. It just so happens that you, you don't have an attorney and you need to do it yourself or you need to push the court appointed attorney to have it. Now you got a chance to talk to Mr. Davis and he'll go anywhere in the country for your case. But it's a lot more than $7,000 to go to Tacoma, Washington.
Yeah.
I mean, $500 an hour attorney because attorneys run from 200 to $1,000. He's not the cheapest around, but he's not the expensive one around.
Mhm.
But this is a hard thing. The man that you love is incarcerated. You have two children by this man, and now the two children are taken from you because of alleged um, thumping onto. Well, just tough. They're the caseworkers are trying to say they're psychiatrists. They're not. They're not
Yeah.
psychiatrists. You got to be leery and careful of them. They're bad news.
Mm.
Okay, I've gone through the list here, and I think we need to bring a closure to this. So, can you make sure that you text me at 626-698-0990 that, since you talked to my show, you're entitled to a free 15-minute private Zoom meeting with Vincent Davis. Now, that'd be
Okay.
arranged by my case worker. Her name is Grace, and she will get my email when you send it to me. I forward it on to her, and she'll set you up with a a conference Zoom call, and the hours are Monday through Friday. So she's a couple hours early on the East Coast, but I want to thank you very much for calling in. Now the other ones that called me, and the one that 661 and Diane, I'll be on again tonight at 7 p.m. Now a lot of you want to talk. You can be a guest on my show, and then I can take up 9 of you. I could take 9 of you, and all of you could take turns talking on the show. But I want to thank everybody that came to my room. I'm very glad to meet new people here. Dorothy Cook is not new, and she's from North Carolina. And we also have Cherish Pryor, who is new, but I have no idea where she's from. And we have Letitia Watkins, who has a CPS in Iowa case. And we've talked to both the island. Who else we have? Letitia Watkins. I don't know where Letitia was. She never told me what state. Oh, she's from Iowa. Yeah, she's from Iowa. I'm sorry. And Nevis Franco is from San Bernardino County, and welcome there too. David Hilago is from Ventura County, or actually Santa Barbara County, and he's from Santa Maria. And I think I covered everybody that came into this room. Oh, Robert Troyer. He was first when he came in, and he says he can hear me just fine. I'm sorry if some of you are having trouble hearing me, but I made sure that that you can hear me and so forth. Okay, here we go. We got one other person in who just texted me. Okay. Oh, that was the girl from Tacoma, Washington, who texted me in. So that's really good. But the area code 253, which I think is Diane from Illinois, you can call me tonight at 7 p.m. The 661, you can call me tonight too. And I really appreciate all you listening. And I'll be here again. There'll be a brief message from my attorney, Vincent W. Davis. Please listen to it. Remember, don't give up fighting for your children. Do not give up. Your children, the most precious things are. You have to be patient and come here to find out and answer your questions. I want you all to have a great day, and I'll see you at 7 p.m. There's a brief message from Vincent when my show, my face disappears. Anyway, good afternoon.
A vivid picture is encrypted in your mind as the critics get in line like they're witnessing a crime. But then you notice there's a shiver in your spine from the feelings of discontentment and bitterness combined. Heartbroken when you listen to the judges, another kid's innocence corrupted. And if you go against it, it's destructive. Consider this predicament the toughest, but we believe in a system fit for justice. Child Protective Services only pretends to save it. The one solution for this is worthy of instant praises. 30 years of experience with relentless cases. Allow me to introduce him. This is Vincent Davis, defending you when they don't think a mother fits the role. Is it juvenile dependency or government control? Observe the pain in their eyes. It's time for us to realize we are the last one.